Cleaning the decade boiler part 3. We're going to start off. As you can see, I've reassembled the outside of the boiler. The stack is in place all the way up. We're going to start by disassembling this stack. First, we're going to loosen the hex screw here. Then pull this out, place it here on top. Check around the other side for the other screws. Okay, I found it. So I'm going to go around the other side. There it is. Remove the screw, place it again on top. Now the third screw is on top. I'm going to go back around the other side for more clearance. And it's actually here, up on top. Okay. Now, with that one out, I'm going to remove the next section. One screw here underneath. Your system may have more screws, but mine has just this one. Putting that down, I'm going to begin to remove the stack from the wall by sliding it forward, gently turning until the stack is clear. There. Now, with that part out of the wall, I'm going to start to take the screws from this section of the elbow. Place that again with the other stack on top. This one here in the front. Okay. Move this one. And there should be one more on the other side. There it is. Here. Now your system may differ from this, where you might not have to remove as many screws or take apart as many sections, but I like to take all of them apart so that way I can use a wire whisk brush inside to clean any soot out. Let's begin taking her all the way apart now by lifting here. She comes up, and now when I drop her to the floor, I can put her in sections. Let's see. There she is. Good. And this allows me access in through the flue to the entire chamber, so there's just a little bit right there that I'm going to scrape out. And I'm going to be using my wire brush here, and I'm going to just go down inside, get this little bit free. It's actually very easy. And that's it. It's loose. Now just give her a quick tap gently on the floor, and there you have it. Fortunately, because I clean this often, this is the only amount that I have. If you don't clean your boiler at least 2, maybe 3 times a year during the off season, you'll end up with a lot of soot. So now we can actually, since it's clear, take a look inside the chimney area. And as you can see, this is the old style concrete, stone and cement mixed. You can see the black dots are actually stones. And there's airflow, a nice airflow that you want to check for that. Very good. It's very clean in here because not long ago, I put the Kirby to it, vacuumed all the soot out. You want to do that at least once a year, or have your service person do that for you. Now you're left with just this one part of the stack sticking straight up, which I'm going to remove this screw from here, the one holding screw for the vertical. Let's see. And for this, I'm using a regular Phillips head screwdriver. Okay, hand loosen it the rest of the way. Pull that right out. Now, I should be able to lift up on this from the top, holding it firmly, turning, and it comes right out. This will give us our first view down inside the boiler itself. Okay, and ladies and gentlemen, of course yours again is going to differ than mine, also in the fact that this one has been cleaned recently. So I'm going to show you what I did. Now that we have it broken down to the outer jacket, we're going to begin to remove the screws. Let's show you here on the front top panel here. The one holding the electrical cord, we're also going to need to remove this one here. For my system, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 along the back top wall, and there's a seam here along the top where this panel actually covers this panel, just along the seam. So here you have 1, 2 screws you're going to remove, and then you're going to work along the side here, down this side. You got 4 screws on the back, 3 on the front. But what I'm going to do first and most importantly is remove this copper pipe here. It's in the way actually when I'll be doing other work, so I'm going to take my adjustable wrench and remove that before I begin removing all the nuts that I've just shown you. That's the end of part 3. Stay tuned for part 4. Sorry, what we're going to do, we're going to add 3 more parts in part 3, part 3A, 3B, and 3C.